Hey guys, it's Mashaba, and I didn't put a cringy intro where I attempt to look pretty today. Yeah, I always put some cringy ass intro, put some weird ass music, do some random poses and shit, but just like you, I'm in a rush right now. No need to fear, we can still look full beat, full coverage, all that good shit. You can multi-purpose so many different things, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how I did it while getting ready for this look, so hopefully you guys like it. And we'll start now. So first, I'm gonna prime my face. I love this shit so much. It just, you can never go wrong with this primer, honestly. Like, I have dry ass skin and this mattifies, but this is really good. Yeah, so it's that time of month for me, so I need concealer to hide all the shitty breakouts I have just because of, yeah. I'm just gonna be using concealer. I'm gonna skip out on foundation because it's literally 70 degrees outside. And I do not want my face to melt off. That is just crazy. You know your makeup is old when your concealer starts to make your skin burn. Yeah, because that's happening to me right now. It is not a good feeling. Don't be cheap like me. Please replace your makeup because I'm probably gonna get an infection after this. My left eye still has a sty. I'm such a mess. I need to stop. I love using a beauty sponge, but I'm gonna just use my hand because we're in a rush right now. I have to go somewhere and I already know I'm gonna be late. I just know it. I'm late to everything. My hand is concealed for the gods right now. She's ready to slay right here. And now I'm gonna set my face using the yellow shade of the Kat Von D palette because it's the closest to my skin tone. Honestly, just use whatever works best for you. Like, use any powder because today I'm not baking because I ain't got the time for that shit. I freaking love this palette so much because it's so finely milled and it's so pigmented and easy to use and just all the good shit you want in makeup. This palette has, like, you probably heard this a million times from a million different people. This Kat Von D Shade and Light palette is amazing. I'm gonna use the white shade to hide my mustache because that needs more brightening than the other places. Yeah, brown people problems. So for the eyes, first I'm gonna go into some bronzer. Just use any random ass bronzer. That will work just fine. So throughout while I'm blending and buffing all that shit in, I'm gonna just use circular motion so that way it looks less like it's like makeup and more like a natural shadow, if that makes any sense. And now, because we're really lazy, instead of using another actual eyeshadow, we're just gonna be using our blush because that works just fine, especially with this nice ass blush, Burt's Bees blush. I can't stop using you, I love you. We're gonna go into the same old ass crease brush and we're gonna go into the blush and we're gonna put it a little bit on the outer corner towards the middle of the eye. And when you blend it in, don't use too much pink though, or else it's gonna look like you got a sty. Well, if you're me, you probably actually do have a sty, but you don't wanna look like you have one. But just a little bit pink, like enough pink so that way it looks like a nice little bit of color on the eye. Now we're gonna go into some setting spray and a flat shader brush and then just spritz that shit real. Okay, I missed. Spritz it. Yeah, don't miss this time. We're just gonna wait the setting spray to sink in and just take the highlight that you're gonna be using and just quickly dip into it. And then we're gonna put it on the inner corner and towards the inner third of our eye. Ooh, I got highlighter in my eye. I'm a dumbass. Who gets highlighter in their eye? Only I do. Don't forget your brow bone. Now everything we did on the crease, we're basically just gonna do it right here. So we're gonna put a bit of bronzer, blush, and we already got the highlight. My eyes are watering. They're watering. No! Don't cry, bitch. Don't cry. Does that ever happen to you where, like, you just, no matter how many times you put makeup on your face, you just always have that one moment of silence where your eyes just start watering? Because that happens to me all the time and it's really sad. We're using the same boring ass method again, going into the blush with a flat shader brush. Okay, so you don't have to do this step. I just personally, I can't live without eyeliner. I just love eyeliner so much and just what it does for the eyes, but if you don't want to do eyeliner, if you're really in a rush, just skip it. Okay, so I'm like the worst person to explain what's going on with eyeliner, but we're just gonna do it. So I'm gonna attempt to make kind of like a triangular shape on the outer corner of my eye, just starting from the end of my lash line and then just extending it upwards and connecting it downwards and then filling it in. And we're just gonna keep drawing a line and extending a line until it somewhat looks like eyeliner. I hope that made sense. So now just use the best mascara you own, because we ain't got the time to build up and go crazy and try to fix everything. We just want to get out the door. I'm using my Marc Jacobs mascara because this bad bitch is really good. So I'm casually just gonna add maybe 15 coats instead of the usual 20, just because I'm looking to get out the door right now. So if you're really in a rush and you don't have the time to curl your lashes, what I like to do is that while my mascara is still wet, I'm gonna take my index finger and slightly push it upwards, because when it's wet, it's still trying to mold and lift your lashes and shit like that. So when you use your index finger and you push it up a little bit, it's gonna really hold a curl. So right now, we're gonna draw on our eyebrows using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. Drawing on our eyebrows, that sounds pretty sad. It's the cold hard truth that, you know, some of us don't have eyebrows, but it just feels really sad to say. So I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer and basically I'm just gonna fill in the tail of my eyebrow, because that's the part that needs the most help, and also the eyebrow, the tail is usually the darkest, and then as you go inwards it should be more featherier. So I'm gonna just darken up the tail, and as you go more inwards, slightly put less pressure on the eyebrow pencil, or else it's gonna look like Sharpie brows, and Sharpie brows is something we all avoided in 2015. Then I'm gonna use the tiniest bit of bronzer just on my forehead and sides of my cheeks. I'm really just messily applying this. Just add a nice glow, but that's literally it. Yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna set our face. And before she dries, we're gonna go into some highlight. And I'm gonna just use my finger for this highlight, because there's no shame in doing that, okay? Sometimes we're lazy, sometimes we're always running late. There's no shame in using nature's best makeup brush. Finally, on the last step, we're going into lipstick, and I'm using my new favorite lipstick right now. This is the Maybelline Nude Nuance lipstick. And this is so good. This looks literally good on everyone and anything, and just, okay, I need to shut up, I'm in a hurry. It took me literally 5 seconds to put on because it's so pigmented. I love it. So we're finally done right here. This took us about 30-40 minutes, which is pretty good considering I was talking literally half the time, and I really like how it turned out. It looks like we put in effort, and yeah, we did put in effort, but it was on a really big time constraint, so I'm glad we were able to do it together. You guys liked watching it. I just really love putting on makeup. You know, man, of course I love putting on makeup. I do this shit every week. I hope you guys liked watching it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.